Hi, I'm Jeb Bush, and I'm terrified. That's what this tweet reads. To me, this says from Jeb Bush today at 7:40 p.m. just a couple hours ago, not even. Why in the world? Actually, I'm gonna do my best Jeb Bush impression. Ready? Hang on, let me get my butt plug in. Why in the world would the president not kick QAnon supporters' butts? Nut jobs, racists, haters have no place in either party. That was my best Jeb, okay? But he's asking, why in the world wouldn't the president just denounce QAnon outright, right? You saw my other video. He was given an opportunity. He was asked very clearly, QAnon supporters, they love you. Can you comment? What's up with QAnon? He says, well, I don't know much about the movement. Then he proceeds to say, I know they started up almost exactly 4 years ago. And then he proceeds to say, yeah, they're great people. They love me, and it's all good, right? That's basically what he said. Then he says, and what would be so wrong about fighting pedophilia and cannibalism? I mean, would that be a bad thing, or would that be a good thing? And they're all like, yeah, I mean, it would be a good thing, right, guys? So they're all like, yeah, it'd be good. And he's like, yeah, no, it'd be good. And by the way, yeah, we absolutely are. As a matter of fact, we actually are. So yeah. Oh my God. So then, yeah, you have Jeb saying, why in the world would the president not kick QAnon supporters' butts? Nut jobs, racists, haters have no place in either party. I'm Jeb. I've only ever won rigged elections. Anyways, that's my best Jeb. That's all I can give you today. So this comes because you can see he's quote tweeting Guy Benson. The little the prepubescent commentator that you'll see often on Fox, being very, very Ben Shapiro-esque, but not to the level of Ben. And I mean that both in good and bad ways. But you can see he's quote tweeting the thing that I was talking about here.
Which I appreciate, but I don't know much about the movement. I have heard that it is gaining in popularity, and from what I've heard, these are people that when they watch the streets of Portland, when they watch what happened in New York City in just the last 6 or 7 months, but this was starting even 4 years ago when I came here. Almost 4 years, can you believe?
I know nothing about QAnon. Granted, I know exactly when it started. Guys, he has to know everything about QAnon. Not just because if you believe the QAnon conspiracy, then you would believe that Q plus is Trump. Not because of that. But because if you don't buy into Q, then you'd have to still understand that the president would never say, this is a good group, and they support me, and I'm cool with them, unless he knew everything about them. Remember, he would never do a Charlottesville again. Remember, even though it was fake news, he wouldn't give them the opportunity. He wouldn't give them the cannon fodder to say, oh, the president's supporting an alt-right racist group. But he is openly supporting the QAnon support of him. And they're pushing him because they want to corner the president into saying something about QAnon now. Now they think they have the market cornered on calling QAnon conspiracies and racists and bigots and all this stuff. So he just says, yeah, QAnon doesn't like cannibalism and pedophilia. And what would be wrong with that? What would be wrong with not supporting those things? And what would be wrong? So he, just awful. Guy Benson, just awful. I'm assuming you're saying it's awful of the president? Which is retarded. It is, Guy. It's a stupid Guy thing to say, Guy. So, anyways, Guy's dumb. Maybe a pedophile. Who knows? I don't know. Why would you call someone who is denouncing pedophilia and cannibalism awful? Why would you call that awful? Right? And then Jeb Bush is like, well, why wouldn't he kick their butts? Why wouldn't he say that they're stupid? So, let's see why. It's because of this. It's because we have a lot of information. We have a lot of stuff. Not just about Jeb or about the Bushes. They're kind of like an afterthought. Although, if you want to see some really interesting stuff, peep your screen. You can see that if you've never seen this before, this is the Bush funeral. This is George H.W. Bush, his funeral. And you can see W has just opened an envelope that he's been handed, and his wife is reading it, and she's like, what the hell? And she shows Jeb, and he's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Oh man, takes his hand down. He's looking like, what? His wife is disgusted. W's wife is disgusted. at what she's reading. And look at him. He's just resigned to his fate. Like, yep. What do you think that said? What do you think? It was just like a list of the people that died in 9/11 and it said, we know, or something? Like, what do you think? Look at the Secret Service behind him are also of interest. Just watching the shit out of H.W. Bush. Look at this. Holy smokes. These do, and this is a bad angle on this, not an angle, but a bad video of this. You can see better ones clipped out. But these dudes are hawking W for a bowl, for a move, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Go to the helicopter. Nope, not getting away. Not getting away. So let's just scroll through, because that's just one thing. Still upset about the envelope, Jeb? Are you still upset about the envelope, Jeb? Jebby, hey, we know that you're no longer any kind of a powerful figure in Florida. We know that you totally fucked up for your side of the family. And we know that doesn't just mean the Bush family, but we mean the whole family, the criminal family. Right here, bingo. You're pissed off because you screwed up for your side. The other side was well weighted, by the way. You were supposed to be one of the contenders to get in, to then have it be like a Bush versus Hillary, have it be an honest runoff, have it be an honest race, and have her be the clearly better contender, and then you'll immediately say, oh, she was the better candidate, and I'll help as much as I can. We're not falling for this shit. We've been not falling for this shit for years. It's just taken a while for it to build up to where it's a majority of people in a majority of states. And we took the presidency in 2016, so you can eat that ass. You can see the lovely to see so many different people yelling about Jeb Bush. Because, of course, if Jeb is going to say, why aren't the QAnon people getting torn apart? Why isn't the president destroying them? Yeesh. I mean, what is it they say about the enemy and when it yells the loudest, and something about being over the target, and something about when does the enemy expend ammunition? Anyways, scroll through Jeb's tweets, guys. This is amazing. Incredible. And there's some hate here too, but there's ultimately good stuff. You can see people are not happy that the president was supportive or even responsive to the QAnon stuff. Actually, let's just go and read through the responses to Guy Benson. If Trump wins again, or let's face it, steals this one too, please. Let me guess. Lauren Hindsight 2020, vote for Democrats. Her real name is Alyssa 914. I guess she's Alyssa G in the 914 area code. Not hard to find you, Alyssa. A lot of Americans are going to try to sneak into Canada. Yikes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Are we even reading these? $1 million question for Democrats. Is there a Republican-led city experiencing the violence in Democrat-led cities? The answer would be no.
Rest on its streets the way that a Democratic-led trail of cities is.
There are many parts of this country that are led by Republicans. There are many parts of this country led by Republicans.
Do they look
that
like
have
the
very high
streets
levels of violence?
of Portland
Nope.
and Chicago?
Nope, I can answer that one for you. The answer is no. You can see here, okay, QAnon is a threat because it spreads misinformation intended to incite violence. What's Black Lives Matter and Antifa doing? Actual violence, you mean? If Trump doesn't know about them, then he isn't doing his job. Well, lucky for you, save the USPS at Peace Leader. That's actually kind of a cool app. Why do you have a cool handle and you're doing nothing with it? Peace Leader? Peace Leader. Yo, this is Peace Leader 101. Save the USPS. This is the most ridiculous. QAnon is a threat. It's spreading misinformation intended to incite violence. Well, I'm glad that you can read the intent of posts that I guarantee you, at Peace Leader has never read a Q post. Never. You have Nick Searcy spelling, you misspelled awesome. Yeah, thank you, Nick. Amazing. What happened? I'm blocked by the person you quoted, David Weissman. Trump pretended he hadn't been briefed by U.S. intel that the cult had been deemed a domestic terror threat. Not the case. Just more fake news. Quote, I don't know much about them, then went on to describe them as if they are just everyday, common gardens. Come on, Dav Chat, you're not even being honest. None of this is. If they were being honest, it would look a lot more like this post. So anyways, that's enough ranting from me. Like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the video. And then do everything else that you can do to keep America afloat.